So center section is pretty much done. It's just attached there. I've got to finish off down the bottom there, the attach points, and but I'm leaving that for now. I'm moving on to the flaps and ailerons now. So that's effectively what it's going to be like. I had it cut away so just it gives me a bit more clearance there, instead of having a piece that goes flat across there and building that whole thing in. That'd be a lot easier, but no, I decided I'm going to do it this way. Just gives me a lot more visibility from the rear cockpit. So the top skin is 40 thou, so that should be fairly strong enough. And also I've got the flap torque tube passing through there from here. There's anchor points here. I'm going to make some sort of a mechanism and a handle here for the selector, and down on each post from here on the end on the other side as well will be a fuel line and a fuel selector, left and right tanks. I've got to nut that out yet, so that's why I haven't finished it off. So the aileron push rod, that'll come up and down here, and there's the new push rod, new bell crank that I've made. You can see there that when the push rod goes through here, I needed that clearance, so that's why this has a funky shape to it. You can sort of see, I don't know, about that way. So that's the reason for that. Once again, the original bell crank off the plans, which is the same as the Storch, is this one. So one of the few things that I actually made for off plans, I'm not using it. I'll change it to this one. So that just gives me a bit more movement and a little bit more clearance than the original piece. Yeah, so the next trick will be all of these bits here will be flap and aileron. That's the next trick, so I'll make up some of that now. And yeah, we're going to attach it to one of these wings up here and rig it all up and make things happen. Fun times. So much later on, probably after I make the flap and ailerons and all that sort of stuff, I've got to make a fairing panels from here to the center section skins there. Obviously you can see there that it's going to be a very different shape to make that happen. Also, this skin here isn't flat. You've got that big curve there that I've put in it for the bell crank and the push rod to work, and you've got a tube here coming through, so there's going to be a lot involved. Also around the back, this fairing here is going to be fun as well. Sort of in light there. So I've got all of that to come. It would have been so much easier if I decided to just follow that whole contour all the way along and made that one big section. But this is going to be cool. A bit of a challenge, yes, but it's going to look way better, I reckon. So I think maybe the point I'm trying to hint at is challenge yourself a little bit. Things might take a little bit longer, but I think the end result's going to be great. And something different. Maybe that's what I'm after as well. This is a view I'll have from the pilot seat. Center section there, front seat. Still a fair bit of aeroplane in front of me there, but I think the visibility is nice. See, that's why I spent the time in wasting away the skin there, reducing the height there. So instead of having a skin going from here straight across, that would have restricted a lot. So I think the view there is nice, is worth it. So we'll have, well, there's the aileron bell crank there, so a push rod, so that'll be working away there, up into that section there. Here, down this line here, will be a fuel line going from the tank. There'll be a tap here, so one there and one on this post as well, so something there. So that'll be the left and right fuel tanks, and up here is the flap actuator piece that I've got to make yet. Somehow I'll get there. I'll worry about that in a minute. But yeah, not a bad sunset as well.